Hi there, love. Welcome to my cozy corner. Today we're gonna be talking about Pokemon. Specifically Gen 3. Specifically spin-off Gen 3 games. Usually when people talk about Gen 3 games that they're super nostalgic for, I feel like Pokemon like Coliseum comes to mind, Gale of Darkness, maybe Pokemon Pinball. One that I feel like does not get talked about with nearly enough love is this guy right here. I love Pokemon Channel. I know you're probably thinking, you're just watching TV. What's the big deal? It's not just TV. Okay, there's a little bit of TV in it. It's literally on the box. But it is a lot more than just sitting on your butt and watching Pikachu watch TV. I promise. There's a lot of Pokemon YouTubers I adore that just like denounce this game as like garbage. Like Jay Witz, I love him with all my heart, but like, dude, this game is underrated. It is like the golden god of spin-off Pokemon games. Okay, maybe it's not that good, but it's still super charming, really cute, and honestly, I was really surprised. It holds up actually like pretty decent, which is pretty cool to me. I'm sure there's people out there who haven't had the chance to really dive into the channels of Pokemon Channel. So if you haven't, let me kind of give you a taste of what you're gonna experience in this journey. Do you like Nintendogs? Do you like Pokemon? Would you love to have a Pokemon as a pet? That's kinda like a big part of Pokemon Channel. You're not just sitting on your butt watching TV. You're sitting on your butt watching Pikachu watch TV. That's why this game deserves Game of the Year. Can a game from 2003 be Game of the Year? I don't care. It is now. Shush. Now, I don't know about you, but I have a ton of nostalgia for old TV, and especially old commercials. I have so many videos in my watch later of just like, oh, commercials from the 70s for 8 hours straight, cozy marathon. And I just love that stuff. I eat it up. I'll just play it on my TV in the background while doing other stuff, and the vibe is unmatched. Especially if you light a good candle. I mean, come on, that's pretty nice. Very cozy. It's funny how literally like things designed just to make you buy stuff can have such like a deep connection to us. Even if it's like a time I didn't grow up in. Like I see commercials from like the 80s and I feel nostalgic. There is definitely a degree of retail therapy in this game. Like there are shopping channels hosted by Squirtle where you can just like buy stuff like plushies or like TVs. Like there's a Hoppip one that literally puts a filter on everything you watch. Like it's kind of cool. Could you imagine if Pokemon made the Hoppip TV in 2024 as like merch? That would be crazy, especially if it worked. I don't know if I would buy it because low-key clouds are kind of distracting, but if the thought is there, and the thought is cute. After all, the best thoughts are the cute ones. This game is so freaking charming. Like, not charmy, that is, I talked about Sonic on my last video. Charming. This game is so incredibly cozy. And the charm is off the charts. Like, literally, I could just chill in a garden and just watch, like, Pokemon, like, just vibing. I want more games that let Pokemon just vibe. I love Pokemon, but I feel like usually with a lot of Pokemon stuff, the humans, like the trainers, get a lot of the attention. But I feel like for a game like Pokemon Channel, really humans aren't in play that much. Aside from you and like Professor Oak, it's mostly just watching Pokemon just do their thing. And I feel like that's why I love it so much. Because unpopular opinion time. I've never been like the biggest fan of the anime. Please don't kill me. I love the movies though. The Lucario one is super sick. But it's so funny because I'm not a big fan of the anime. But Pichu Bros, like I was so hyped to see what those Pokemon were going to get into. I love seeing Pokemon just do their thing. Like, I feel like it doesn't always have to be trainers making them beat each other up or spray water in each other's face like a baby hose. I feel like we just need a lot more media from Pokemon where they're just doing their thing, or where Pokemon are really the center stage. That's why I love spin-off games so much, that they let you experience that in a game, because they're not going to do it in the mainline games. So, like, if I have to play a spin-off, like, I don't mind. Like, Mystery Dungeon's a spin-off. Those games are masterpieces. I am not taking questions about that. I don't care what you say. They are gems. Literally so underrated. And they get, like, highly praised a lot. Still underrated. One thing I didn't remember about this game is that there's, like, a time system. And it's like Animal Crossing, where it ties into your actual, real human hours. Like, so you have to wait. If you buy something, you gotta wait. If you want to see what's on TV, like for the next episode of your favorite show, you gotta wait. But speaking of those shows, I'm going to talk about a couple of my favorites. So I mentioned it before, the shopping channel with Squirtle, so much nostalgia. Definitely, like, that Squirtle squirted me with that good old nostalgia juice. That sounds so gross. I don't know why you said that. It's 2:09 in the morning, so cut me some slack. The Wobbuffet quiz, I remember a lot. I don't remember if I liked it. I just remember the sound effects. I remember Wobbuffet. I remember that so clearly. Like, the second I heard it, I felt like goosebumps because I was like, oh my god, I remember that. Smoochum. I love Smoochum's silly little workout show. I love Pikachu just doing the workouts with Smoochum too. It is so cute and wholesome. And he's just like vibing. Like, look at my boy go. He's vibing. Smeagol's art study is another really cute one because I love to color. And I just love that it's like he's almost like reading your picture. Like, it gives like big, like, Danny DeVito from the episode of It's Always Sunny. And you know exactly which episode I'm talking about.
Bullshit. Derivative. I absolutely love.
I also remember Slowpoke's silly little weather show. But to be honest, not the most exciting channel. I'll say that. Like, not, the vibes are there. They're just slow. So one thing that you do is you collect nice cards from Pokemon. Like, it has like the Pokemon on it. And when you wiggle it, it's almost like those cards that, like, the change when the light reflects on it. Like, I'm sure there's a word for them, but they also have audio. So when you do it, the Pokemon talks, like in the anime, which is pretty cool. That being said, if you wiggle it really fast, kinda cursed. Just a little. Now there's an overworld outside of like all the TV stuff. And that's where you get like the nice cards. And there's also like just a bunch of Pokemon out there just living their life. Some of the locations are so aesthetic, especially nowadays. Like, come on. How could you not like this game? If you like vibes, you'll probably like this game too. And it's cool because if you watch the Slowpoke like weather channel, like, it actually tells you like the weather of the different locations in the game. It's not just like made up stuff for TV. So if you go there, it actually changes, which I know sounds like such a silly thing to be excited about, but this game is freaking old. And it's really cool to see how the Pokemon react to the weather and like which new ones pop up. And there's a pretty decent selection too. Like, we're Gen 3 already, so it's not just like your Weedles and Meowths. There's a couple of those too, but 'tis to be expected. There's also like a way to play mini games inside your game. It's a little like mini. I think it's called a Pokemon Mini, and it just has all these really cute little mini games. I was never really like a big mini game boy, but I still have a lot of nostalgia from playing it and seeing those mini games. So if you enjoy your games within games, they're pretty heckin' cute. I would really say like the only like criticism I have about Pokemon Channel is I wish that, like, I love Pikachu. I feel like a lot of Pokemon. Oh my god, I sound like my mom. All those Pokemons. That is not what my mom sounds like. I am so sorry, Mom. I feel like most Pokemon fans like Pikachu, but it'd been really cool if you could pick one of the Gen 3 starters, because they are on the box. How cool would it be if you could have, like, this guy be your little virtual pet? Like, would you want to see him, like, juking and jiving to smooch him? I would. By the way, I love him so much. My girlfriend gave him to me as, like, a Christmas present, and, like, literally, he's one of my prized possessions. His name is Skipper. Say hi, Skipper! He has spoken. Oh, Jirachi's in the game, too. That's pretty cool. Like, spoilers, because it's later in the game, but I love Jirachi. Gen 3 specifically has such iconic Pokemon. Like, I adore Hoenn. It's so funny because I don't know if you guys are like this too, but the gen that I started with as a kid was Gen 4. But I feel like when I see Gen 3 stuff, like this game, I just get so much nostalgia. Like, even more so than Sinnoh. Like, why does Gen 3 tickle the nostalgia bone in my brain more than the gen I started with? It's weird. Like, do you guys experience that too? I know this didn't go super in depth with Pokemon Channel. I didn't want to like do a deep dive into every single channel, like break apart like the lore of Pichu Bros, because like honestly, I would love for you to experience this game for yourself. You know, like emulators are a thing. Like, it's pretty easy. So this video has been all over the place. I am so sorry. This video was supposed to come out like freaking a month ago. Like for ages ago. Those who have subscribed to me will know, like, I've been pumping out so many live streams with my girlfriends, and like honestly, I love you so much, babe. I love you so much. I don't think she's gonna watch this video. Like, she likes Pokemon, but I don't think she grew up with this game, so doubt it. But if you are seeing this, I love you so much. And honestly, like, to be 100% honest, I was also a little like low-key nervous to make another cozy corner video because the last one didn't do super hot, and I put a ton of time into that one. So honestly though, I could see why. It's kind of just like random, just talking about Sonic games out of the blue. So, and honestly, I'm sure this video is probably gonna get like the same response, but these Coney can you tell I'm tired? It's just like kind of like throwing a video in the void, being like, hey, this thing was really cool, you should check it out, hear me gush about it for 10 minutes. And so if you enjoy stuff like that, like, let me know, please. This is a series I would love to keep like doing, but I want to make sure it's something that other people want to watch too. Even if it's just one person. If you comment right now, hey, more cozy corner please, you got it, pal. Rest of this year, not gonna complain a peep because of you. So thank you. Also, real quick, this outfit is weird. So I actually re-recorded this. Like, that's part of the reason it's so late. Because I recorded in February, and I wore this dress and this jacket. But I was like, let's recreate it, but I forgot to take off my sports bra, and it's a look. I don't think it's a good one, but you know what? Pokemon is known for questionable fashion choices, so let me just be a Pokemon trainer for a second. This is lore accurate, okay? By the way, I love you, and I want to rub you too.